What is going on, everybody? Grayson here from Profit. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about some of these Pokemon boxes that are moving up in price. Obviously, a lot of people are paying attention to One Piece. There was a little bit of news going on today, but Pokemon, a lot of these sets, whether it's in the SV era, even Sword and Shield era, we're still starting to see things move up in price and kind of just business as usual, but it's going under the radar a little bit. The first box I want to talk about today, Surging Sparks, is now up to around $275 on TCG Player. And there are actually recent sales pushing almost $300. That's from a couple days ago on the 3rd, but 270 all day long, I think, is a fair estimate for this box right now. When I look at the eBay data next week, it's going to be interesting to see. There has been a very rapid reduction in the amount of listings for Surging Sparks. The interesting thing about Surging, though, is this is a box that apparently restocked today on the Pokemon Center. I had someone say that I'm not sure if the boxes actually went through or the orders or whatever, so I'm not sure if people will receive product. I just think it's interesting, though, that in the middle of February 2026, we're getting more Surging. Of all sets, Surging is being restocked on the Pokemon Center. I think there was some Ascended Heroes, maybe two, like Check Lane Blisters, whatever, but there's still a little bit of Surging out there. I don't know if it's a reprint. I don't know if this is just part of the restock that we got back in the vending machines and Pokemon has a little bit of product they want to throw on their website. Either way, a bit more out there. I wouldn't be surprised if over the next couple months, if those orders do get sent out, that we see more supply on the market. But I think it makes sense. When you look at a lot of the Esfera boxes in that like 250 range, to me, Surging is ahead of basically everything, including Twilight, and in my opinion, Paldea Evolved. Then, of course, like Stellar, it's not even close, Obsidian, Paradox, Temporal. So to me, it's probably second best set, arguably the third best booster box set of the SV era. So it should be a little bit more valuable than I think kind of like the median from the SV era. The top cards in the set, though, a lot of these are actually at 1 year lows or right around their 1 year low. The Pikachu, this is around $255 on TCG Player, and it's selling all day, every day in that range. A few recent sales, though, pushing like 275, 280. Wouldn't surprise me if eventually this card gets back to $300. I think once we kind of have that supply shut off of Surging Sparks, that may happen. The Latias is around $155 on TCG Player. You can see increased sales volume over the past 2.5, 3 months at this point. Milotic, this was over $100 for the longest time, now selling in the $95 to $100 range, just slightly below 3 digits for the most part. The gold Pikachu as well, this is $55, $60. I love this gold card, by the way. I think it's one of the better ones Pokemon's put out, just my opinion. And recent sales, yeah, $55 all day long. Obviously, a couple higher, couple lower than that as well. Now, before we go any further and talk about a couple specialty sets, did want to jump in here and say if you guys enjoyed the content, I'd really appreciate if you leave a like on the video. It helps out a ton, getting these videos pushed out to more people. If you do want to work with me this year, bunch of different links in the description, market spreadsheet. I just did the XY update today. Kind of surprising, actually, looking at the average sale price for a lot of those boxes. There's also links to the mentorship program here, consultation calls if you guys do want to work with me one-on-one and do some networking in the mentorship group. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Getting into celebrations, this box is now up to around $270 on TCG Player. I actually just purchased a Pokemon Center PCTB. I got it for about 70% of market, 71%. And I think I'm probably not going to have this by the end of 2026. For me, it's just a play based off the 30th anniversary hype. But these are back up to around $400 on TCG Player. The UPCs, actually, these are much more interesting to me. When I did the UPC update this week as well, these are basically $1,000 on eBay. Like, sure, there's a few in like the 925 to 950 range, but the vast majority are already over $1,000. They sell fairly consistently too, somewhere between like 2 to 2.5 per day, which for a box that is this expensive, especially for a set like Celebrations, that's pretty respectable, in my opinion. Then also the Charizard and Pikachu promo cards inside, very, very expensive in PSA 10. So keep an eye on the Celebrations UPC. I think it's going to do very well this year. Crown Zenith, these ETBs are back up to around $250 on TCG Player. Sales volume's not the best for sure over the past couple months, but we're starting to see maybe it pick up a little bit over the past month. Seeing skyboxes, these are up around 166% on the year, $240. Tons of packs in these. The booster bundles, guys. I remember buying these from Walmart for like $40, $50 Canadian, whatever it was. They're now $146 USD, and they're selling all day, every day in this range. The most recent sale from today, $159.95 on TCG Player. I think 140, 145 though, fairly reasonable price for Crown Zenith. You have a ton of great cards in here too. Obviously, this is only the just regular set. If we add in the Galarian Gallery here quickly, you can see Giratina back over $200, Mewtwo V-Star around 180, Arceus over 100, Dialga Palkia. Maybe there was a point where they were over $100. They're in that 80 to 85 range. Leafeon V-Star around 60. We've talked about this so many times. You guys know you're probably getting bored of Crown Zenith at this point, but the reality is people are still opening a ton of Crown Zenith, and that makes me incredibly bullish about holding this product, not just in 2026, but potentially in 2027, 2028, 2029. Who knows when I'm ultimately going to move some of my position. But if people still enjoy the set, they want to open it, that's going to lead to just attrition of the sealed product. So super bullish on Crown Zenith still. And then finally, 151. The ETBs are at an all-time high of about 100, or excuse me, not 140, $440. We're not in 2023 anymore, guys. $440 USD for one regular ETB. I'm really interested to look at the PCTBs soon because all of these regular set ETBs were back to all-time highs. PC versions not really being talked about too much. I think it's only a matter of time before some of those start to move, but $440 regular ETB, recent sales in this range all day, every day, some up to like almost $480 on TCG Player. I think on eBay, again, you could probably still find these around 400, 410, maybe 420. That would be my guess. But yeah, definitely drying up fast. I remember like peak correction. I think there was maybe like 200 to 220 ETBs below a 20% leg up on eBay. And it's just, I think we're probably cut in half at this point, 100 or less ETBs, which is still a lot, by the way. But when they're selling at 5 to 6 per day, it's really not a huge deal. It's kind of like when we look at prismatic evolutions, whether it's the SPCs, which I just bought a couple of, by the way, that'll be a topic for another video. The regular ETBs, the volume is just so high. It's the same thing with Black Bolt and White Flare. Just so much product is moving, even though there's a decent amount of supply out there. It's not going to be too long until mathematically it just all dries up. So unless we get more, these boxes are just going to continue to run in my eyes. And it's not just the regular ETBs, the booster bundles. These are up to around $118 USD. You guys know I just bought a sealed display from Hobbiesville. Basically got it for about 70%. I was buying the bundles essentially at full market. I think it was 112 USD when you do the conversion, but I purchased 10. It got sent in a sealed display. That is a trick if you don't watch the shorts that I recommend you guys do in the future. Buy from very large stores, buy in case quantity, send them a message, ask if they'll send you a sealed display. And if there is a premium and you can get a premium in the future when you sell it, amazing. And that's really all I want to get to in this video. If you guys are going to be around tonight, 7 p.m. PST on the One Piece channel, Straw Hat Speculator, I'm going live with Blunts. We're going to talk about One Piece. We're going to talk about Pokemon, maybe even crypto, some other investments. Should be an interesting time. You guys let me know in the comments down below what you think about the Pokemon market. Are you buying anything right now too? I mean, I'm trying to buy a little bit more prismatic, but I hear that later this year, prismatic SBCs, even though they're at Costco right now, or they've been going through Costco's, looks like they're coming to Sam's Club too. They might even be cheaper than what you got them for at Costco. So I think there's going to be some amazing opportunities this year, whether it's in prismatic, hopefully more opportunities in Destined, and some of these other top sets from the SV era onwards, Ascended Heroes as well. Just super bullish about the hobby. I think there's going to be a decent amount of distraction from other TCGs, whether it's One Piece, Dragon Ball's making a little bit of noise now. Riftbound, who knows what's going to happen there. Magic, of course, could, pop up out of nowhere again. So with so much focus on other games, you really need to decide on what you want to invest in and really build positions in that are strong, that are sizable as well, especially when the opportunities are there. But if you guys dial in on a few things, I think it's going to be a very profitable year for a lot of people. With all that said, thank you so much for watching the video. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.